One thing that we have never seen in America before is an uncertain future. And it is probably the most uncertain I've ever seen in my lifetime. And Americans are feeling it. A recent poll shows that Americans are very concerned about the economy and the government. The future just don't hold the kind of things it used to. You got a lot of people out of work. You have a worker shortage. You have a supply chain shortage. The economy never came back from March 2020, and you're hit with an inflation. So a lot of people are not as stable income wise that they once were before. Things have changed, and there's going to be even more changes in 2022. So Americans already feel like they are suffering, and they are more concerned about the government than they are about CV and the economy. They're concerned about the economy. And this is according to a new poll. The Gallup poll released last week found that 26% of Americans cite an economic issue as the country's most important problem. The poll reports that 21% of Americans name the government poor leadership as the nation's top problem, while 13% says it's CV. Meanwhile, concern about the economy is at the highest level since the pandemic began. Inflation and unemployment are leading causes for concern among Americans, the poll found. Inflation is at the top of 7% of Americans' list, while 5% feel the same about unemployment. It has been more than 20 years, April 2001, since inflation was named as the most important problem by at least 7% of Americans, Gallup said. The last time mentions of inflation were significantly higher than now was in May 1985, when it registered at 11%. Gallup found that 70% of Americans believe the economy is getting worse, not better. And they are right. They are right. It is getting worse. Gallup Economic Confidence Index, which measures Americans' assessments of current U.S. economic conditions and whether the economy is getting better or worse, is minus 29 in November, the group said. The current reading is similar to October's minus 25 score, as well as the minus 33 registered in April 2020, the worst so far during the pandemic. Economic confidence has improved at various points in the pandemic, but has not been able to sustain the improvement for long. Those economic fears play into larger political divide as Congress considers a nearly $2 trillion in additional social spending. The plan passed the U.S. House along party lines last week and is now before the Senate, where Democrats cannot afford to lose a vote. One major hindrance to the Democratic plan has been inflation, cited by swing vote. This is Joe Manchin as a key reason for his hesitancy to support the plan. It seems many Americans share that concern. Recently released Politico Morning Consult poll found that 43% of Americans believe Joe Biden's bill will make inflation worse, despite the administration's claim that it will actually improve inflation. Federal debt spending increases inflation because more money is printed to help offset the cost and pay debt obligations. Republicans have also pointed to inflation in their opposition to the Democrats' plan. Only Democrats would cheer the passage of a bill that saddles Americans with more debt, taxes, and inflation, said U.S. Rep. Andy Biggs, Arizona. They're in for a rude awakening come 2022. Well, you're going to be in for a rude awakening no matter how you look at it, even in regards to things that's not about the inflation. Really, they're saying the supply chain shortage is going to last into 2022. This great resignation will go on through 2022. It just don't look good. And y'all remember how they were glad 2020 was over? And look at 2021. 2021 was actually worse than 2020. Yeah, you opened the country back up, but nothing got better. Nothing got better. Nothing. Okay? That says a lot. You know what it also says? That your time is up. There is no more time for you to be in the driver's seat. Your time is up. That's why nothing is improving. And it's not going to improve in 2022 either, or 2023 or 2024. We're past that 400 years. You were not promised an eternal leadership position on the earth. That was never promised to you. Okay, so therefore, you have nothing but a downhill future. I'm just saying. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.